Okay, here we go. So you're already in your room. So here's the bar. Here's a weighted ball. It's a 6-pounder. So I can tap on it, see, and it not deflate. That's the point. We're warming up. We're walking. We're stepping over the ball. That's our object. Then we're going to back up. And I'm going to back up by straddling. See that? Then I'm going to step to the side. And I'm going to dig in. See that? And I come back. So here's my trainer stiff. This is where I put it on the recording. When I step to the side of the ball, I don't quite make it all the way. Now, if you want to take a big step like that, like a really big step like that, that's fine. But when you pull back like I just did, if you feel the need to do this in order to get you back, then don't step that wide. Just a little. So see, I'm going to go to the side step. I'm going to go to the side step. I'm digging in. I'm digging in. I'm dropping my shoulders. I'm breathing in through my nose. Breathing in through my nose. So I'm getting my shoulders activated. I'm getting all of my abductors just a little because I'm stepping to the side. I'm not stepping straight in front of me. So that means I have to angle. Okay, that means my hip has to angle. And as I dig in this move, I say rib cage up, right there. Say rib cage up. Yeah, keep your chin tucked. And see, I'm hesitating right here. See, straight forward right here. Soft in the knees. Pull back. So you might say, well, Jeannie, how many of those do I have to do? And I would say, well, that depends. How cold are you? Number one. What are your issues in your hips, knees, back? Number two. And how much sleep did you get last night? How you feeling? So just do a few and you'll start breathing a little deeper, okay? Just by virtue of taking a little bit longer of a step and it's angled. And see how I'm digging in with my stick? And then I pull back. So I've already shown you the trouble that people get in when they take an extra large step. They try to get the step back by jerking and rearing back with their back. That's not what we want to do. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple more. And so in answer to your question, whenever I'm doing a repetitive move like this for warming up, I'm going to do several, all right? Several, because I'm warming you up. What's the first thing that you do? I've asked you this question before. Okay, step back. I know you're getting tired. Okay, I understand. And I know my class. And I know slugs get tired of doing the same motion. So we're going to do a different motion. We're going to go tap, reach, and bring it down. Then we're going to shift. Knee is soft. Tap, reach, and come down. See that? So I'm going to go tap, 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 down. I'm going to go tap, 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 down. Keep my shoulders down. Okay, so we're going to do this, maybe 5, maybe 10 times. So I'm shifting, I'm tapping, I'm shifting, tap, tap, tap. And why do I have you tap, tap, tap? I have you tap, 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 because if you didn't, you would bear down too much on this foot. I want you to be primarily loading on this one. So in effect, this little move right here, okay, say rib cage up, breathing in through the nose, okay? And here's the deal. When you're working with your bar like this, many times, I'm not saying you're doing it, even though you probably are, Many times you come way up here, and then when you go do that round thing, you get a little, ooh, in your joint because you went up too far right now. Okay, just go like this and go tap, tap, tap. And whenever that you do tap, 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 it forces you into a one-legged stance. See, with a little insurance. See that? Tap, tap, tap. All the way around. Tap, tap, tap. All the way around. Tap, tap, tap. All the way around. One more. Make sure you don't go too high. And all the way around. And back down. Good. Okay. Back up. Back up, back up, back up. All right. So before I had you go to the side like this and pull back, correct? Correct? Okay. So now I'm going to have you cross over. Here's my target, my little ball. See that? I'm going to cross over and I'm going to walk. And I'm going to straddle, straddle. And I'm going to walk back, walk back, walk. So I have two different zones here. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to go the other way. Cross over. See that? And step up. Do my little cylinder here. Up and over. Step back, back, back. See, I'm backing up. For many, many, many people, this backing up that we're doing in our little warm up here is a big deal. Because in fact, you have backed up and you've tripped on something. So it's a little bit of a nail biter. See how I just come across to my other zone and I go back up, back up, back up. You can check behind you just to make sure that a dog or something didn't get in your way. Okay. Then we're going to go here. We're going to go up, around. We're going to back, back, back. And we're back here again. Take a big deep breath. I'm going to bring my bar right here. I'm going to bring my bar right in the middle. I'm going to go step wide. And I'm going to keep it down so I don't hit my light above me. And I'm going to now do a hinge motion with my shoulders. Okay? You're going to be shifting all over the place while you do this, okay? All the way around. It's a big motion, all the way around. So I was just reading Judy's email to me. I don't know if she sent it to any of y'all. She has lots of family in Florida. And they were safe. And they had minimal damage to their structures. That like an awning and a garage and stuff like that, garage awnings. But she said by and large they were safe. So I'm sure many of you have friends down there. Ooh, what a nail biter. Here we go. Take a big deep breath. Okay, I've been going one direction. Now I'm going to go the other direction. Okay. Breath. Warming up our shoulders. Warming up our hips, warming up all the structures around our ankle, our feet, just by doing this. And remember, we've already stepped over and walked backwards, and we've done side stepping. Take a big deep breath in through the nose. One more. Yay. Now I'm going to be right here. And I'm going to go tap, step, tap. Step. See that? So here's the task. You're going to be wide in your feet for the most part, but you don't want to lean excessively. So I'm going to go tap and then back over and back over. So tap and back over. So again, I'm warning you. So when you're tapping, when I just now tapped, if you push too hard and you're not all loaded here, this thing's going to go out from you. Be ready for that. That's the beauty of using a cylinder, something that's going to move on you. Okay? But you got to be smart with it, because if you try to take a step and you're pushing too hard on that ball, it's going to roll. Okay. So I'm doing side, tap. I'm going side and tap. And you can go down or up, or you can do the whole wide stance and then tap. If you feel the need to get your balance, put your toe down there, that's fine. Okay, so there's real utility in training in a wide stance like this, coming up and coming down, but it's very doable. Okay, and a lot of people that have had injuries in the past, it could go anywhere from hip to knee to ankle to back. I'm holding my bar here, and now I'm going to start working with it. So now we're going to do a round cylinder as we reach. We're tapping side, tapping side. Big breath in through the nose, out through the nose if you can. Breath, breath, and just get your bearings. Don't go too fast. All right, when you start to do the cylinder reach, see, many of you, when you're doing one-legged tasking like we are doing, you will start leaning way out from your waist, which is not what I want. So I want this to be a shoulder rotation. So you stay low and you're tapping to the side. You're working your adductors and your abductors. And when you do this kind of a motion to warm up and to start to load, you're using your core like you can't believe. But you have to engage it, okay? So that's why I'm hesitating just for a minute. So when you hesitate, you say rib cage up, you tighten in that tummy, you get your bearings, because when you're doing this kind of a rotation and you're tapping on a cylinder, a ball, could be a can of food, something that rolls, okay? And you go too fast, sometimes you get off just a little. And when you're tapping like this and you land on that ball, it's going to roll on you if you are pressing on it too much. See, I'm just tapping it. All of my weight is in the supportive leg. Okay, now stay wide, go this way and go this way. Now, you are going to pivot. So a pivot is very different than a turn with no pivot. Very different, okay? So those of you who've had basketball, or you played basketball, or you have kids or grandkids that played basketball, pivots are very important, okay? Because you always have to be in contact with the ground on receiving or throwing a ball. You can't get off the ground. You got to turn and pivot. Yes, you can turn all kinds of ways that you want to. If you can lift that heel and pivot into the ball of that foot. Okay, so this is where people with a lot of damage to their feet need to have good supportive shoes and soft surfaces that you're stepping on. Okay, so when you're pivoting, you really utilize your whole core, your legs in a very different way than when you turn with no pivot. Okay, so this is a really good one to get warmed up on. Okay, walk back, walk back, walk back. Take a big deep breath. Take your pole, and we're gonna do a little test. So I'm gonna come right back behind my back. So here's my pole. I want my head touching. Okay, I want in between my shoulders touching, and then it goes right down the middle of my butt, okay? Right there. So I'm touching right there at the coccyx. I'm touching the middle of the shoulder blades, and I'm touching the back of the head there, okay? Okay, some of you might find this a little funny to walk this way. I'm trying to get you to really understand what lining up is about. So when you're lined up in this fashion, your chin is tucked, your ear is over your shoulder, okay? I will go into and have gone into many times physical therapy, and the people are doing their work, but their head's hanging out here. And yeah, we want to work with your legs, but we also want to think about, how am I lining up? Because that is a very important thing. So I'm going to put my little bar there. I've got my ball right here that I'll be using. My band. So now I'm going to turn. I'm going to sit on my chair. I got the pad on the chair to start with. Okay, we're going to use it on the floor as well. So what am I going to do? I'm going to put the band on my leg. Okay. Then I'm going to sneak the other one right through the middle. Okay. So there I am, right there, around my ankles. See that? So I'm going to come, stand, take a big deep breath. Yes, I'm going to keep my pad right here. And I'm going to pick up my weighted ball because I want a little weight. I don't want a lot. So here's my weighted ball. This is 6 pounds. Okay. So if you don't have a weighted ball, pick up a 6-pound weight. That's perfectly fine. So I want my ankle band to be taut. Okay. I don't want it to be slubbed in the middle. So you have to step wide, put your weight right there on your sternum. See how I'm holding it in there? Drop your shoulders, hip hinge, and come right down to a sit down. When you sit down, be aware that the first thing you're going to want to do is cave in your knees. Keep those knees open. See, it's pretty wide. It's as wide as my chair leg. Okay. Then we come in, take a big breath. We don't swing to get up. We tighten our core, we push into our heels, and we stand up. Then we go back and we tap and we come back. Okay? So always remember this first one that I'm doing, and if you're doing these to help you get better with your strength in your legs and hips, and you're doing them through the week, do the first set with your little 2-inch pillow. Okay? That's number one. Number two, don't jerk. Right there. You jerk and you hold your breath. Those are two things that always go together, which is what we don't want. So as I come down, I'm taking in breath right now, and then I exhale as I squeeze my muscles to stand up. And I'm going to stay wide with my knees. I've got to keep wide. And then I'm going to come up. Take a big deep breath and come down. And I'm going to do 2 more of these. Okay? I'm doing every one of these repetitions with you. So if I can do it, you can do it. Okay? I'm not standing here counting them off. As Kathy will very well tell you, she's counting.
13.
Oh, yay! Okay, let's do 2 more. That'll be an even 15. Good. Okay. And down. Take a big breath. Yes. I got my weighted ball here, or you can have a hand weight. You can have a bag of beans. You can have a can of food. So I'm going to put those down right now. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to come back to this. I'm going to do my second set without the pad on the chair. But right now, I'm going to put the pad on the ground. okay? And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my little band around my ankles, okie dokie. And what I'm wanting you to do is I don't want you to touch the pad, but see that gives you a range to shoot for. I want you to go wide. So you're gonna go like this and like this. See that? And like this. Beside it. Don't touch your foot on it. Then you're gonna come back and come back, then come back. Now to make this work, you guys, some of you out there have real considerations for your hips. You have what Marilyn calls wonky hips. So I want to stay that wide as if that was my sidewalk. See? So when I go to take a step, I want to hip hinge a little. I want to say rib cage up, but I want to stay soft in my knee, soft in my hip. And I'll go, oh, I knocked it off. I want to go beside that. That's why I put that there. Because see, if you don't have something to measure in this wide walk, you tend to come in much too narrow. And I'm really wanting to get you to work right through here, big time, okay? Breath, see? Breath and breath. I'm gonna stay crouched. I'm gonna come back and back and back and back and back. I'm gonna do this 2 more times. So as you're doing this, if you are a little nervous because of your balance, you either do this next to a counter, a bed. If you don't have that, then you get that pole in your hand and you use the pole. See how I'm going wide here? And I'm crouch walking. My tummy's super tight, my rib cage is up, and I'm just going backwards now with this. Okay, which makes us use our muscles in a whole different way. Okay, one more. I think I said 2 more, right? So this is 1 more. Okay, I can count 1, 2, Kathy. Okay, see, right beside it. See, right beside it. Now go back. Okay, stay in that crouch. Don't go fast. Don't go fast. This is not when you want to go fast. You want to get your bearings. You want to set yourself. Okay? Take a big breath. We're not done yet. Now we're going to turn to the side. And we're going to step. And we're going to come in. And we're going to step. And we're going to come in. And we're going to step. And we're going to come in. And we're going to do 1 more. Step. And come in. Now go the other way. It's only about 3 steps, maybe 4. Depends on the space you have. Most of us can do at least 2 giant side steps. Okay, we can do at least 2. So I already got these structures warmed up for you by doing that wide calibrated walk, right? So now we are really walking side to side. Look at your toes. Do not turn those little toes. Keep them forward. Do a little hip hinge. Stay into it. Stay into the hip hinge. Stay into the hip hinge. Stay into the hip hinge. Take a big breath. We're going to do 2 more passes. Okay, right now. Here we go. Tight tummy. Stay into the hip hinge. Into the hip hinge. Into the hip hinge. So if you've ever had a knee issue, if you have a hip issue, if you have a back issue, this workout's for you today, okay? And feet, because when you're going side to side like this, you're going heel to toe with these different challenges that I'm going through with you. Oh my goodness, that's exactly what we have to do in order to have better hips, better knees, a better back, and better ankles, okay? So here we go. This is one last one right now. See, I'm staying down here relatively. Now I'm gonna go back. Watch your feet, don't go fast. If you don't go fast on this, you should start feeling it burning in your hips right here, just a little bit. okay? Just a little. Take a breath. So see, they're right here, see? Now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step forward. I'm gonna step forward like that. See that? I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna step forward. And I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna step forward. So I'm kind of doing a sachet type motion, but the goal, see, I'm going backwards. Normally you will turn around and keep going straight. But since my dogs are here and I'm not gonna trip on them, and I know where I'm going and there's nothing back there, I'm being very careful with moving or ambulating in a backwards direction. Okay, here we go. See how wide they are? They're at least shoulder width. Now I'm going to take a big step. See that? Now instead of just coming to where the foot is, I'm going to go up here. So it's a giant walk. Okay? So if you have one of these bands, this is a very good exercise. It's a very good drill to do to help you get stronger in all of your joints all the way up. Okay? One more pass. Stay with me. Here we go. Soften up, rib cage up. So I'm going to take a little bigger step than normal. See that? Then instead of coming just to the foot, I'm going to go ahead and carry it all the way through here. And I'm going to go all the way through here. See that? So I take 2 or 3 giant steps. Then I'm going to take it back. And 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 I'm going to take it back. Okay. Big breath. Yes. Move over here to your chair. Okay. I'm going to back out of my little bands on my toe. So you just back out your heel, cross your leg, get it off your foot, just like putting on a sock or a shoe. And when you lean in, don't make the mistake of bending your back. Okay? That would not be what you want to do at all. Take a big breath. So now we're going to do a series of our second set of sit to stands. I'm going to go ahead and have my weighted ball again. I'm putting it right here. You can pick up a weight if you don't have a ball. You can pick up a big old ball. You can pick up a heavy weight. It's whatever you want to do. But you're going to go 2 inches down further. Are you ready? So I'm going to come in here. I know I'm going to be shifting, right, into my heels as I go to stand up. Okay? So right there, I'm going to squeeze my rear end. I'm going to release, hip hinge, come down, and come back. So I'm going to keep pushing into those heels. Breath. Woo. Breathing in through the nose. Now exhale as you're pushing. This is a big effort, especially if you have a weight, if you're hanging on to a weight. Big breath. Back down. Here we go. Keep your chin tucked. Yeah. Don't hold your breath. Okay. Here we go. Right there. Breath. Exhale. Woo. Breath. Exhale. And breath. Exhale. Breath. Stay wide. Go into those heels. Don't jerk. Yeah. It's a squeeze the whole way up. And now stay with me. Stay with me. Right at the end of this one. Here we go. We're going to go right into there. And then we're going to come back. See, I'm just going to drop and change my mind. So this is called changing your mind. So I've got this weight right here. I'm pressing into the heels. And I'm going all the way down to the chair with my butt. That's the important thing. Then you come back and you act like you're going to stand, but then you change your mind. See this? So we're simulating a leg press right now, okay? Huge beneficial to strengthen right where we're strengthening with this move. Breath, don't cave on your knees. Keep your chin tucked, breathe in through the nose. Woo. Breath, breath, breath. Heels, two more. Stay with me, stay with me. You should be feeling it in those muscles right above the knees. Not in your knees, but above the knees. And come up. Nice. Okay, here's your weighted ball. Could be a weight. That's fine. This is 6 pounds. Okay, I'm just gonna come right here and I'm gonna grab the ball. See that? While I'm doing this, I'm gonna do a normal tandem walk. Okay? Yes, you have it correct. It is the sobriety training walk. I'm trying to help you guys here. Okay? See how I'm just walking in a line with one heel? My one heel goes over my toe. And here's the trick. When you're doing this, you go slow, but you keep your elbows down. Don't flare your elbows. And if you don't want to hold the ball and go back and forth with it, that's fine. Just do the walk, okay? Practice this tandem walk. Your knees are soft, your shoulders are down, breathing in through the nose, and you're just back and forth, and you're trying to stay on that line. Yes. Breath. Yes. Breath. Whoop. I would have failed it right there. Because when you have 6 pounds that you're going from side to side while you're trying to stay on the line, oh my goodness, it makes it a very different task. Okay, here's my ball. I'm gonna go wide. I'm gonna go down to my knee. I'm gonna go to my shoulder. See that? I'm gonna go to my knee and to my shoulder. Take a big deep breath, just like that. Do it a couple of times. So it's a hip hinge. Your shoulders are down and you only go to your shoulder. Don't be trying to reach way out, okay? So it's right here and it's right here. So in essence, when you come down here, see what I'm trying to get you to do is I'm trying to get you to do a single leg lunge. That's what I'm trying to get you to do. See this? And we just add a little task with our ball as we tap and we tap. But when you're coming into this leg, you should be pushing into the whole foot. You're sinking into that foot. This one's straight. See this? See? I'm going to keep my chin tucked. Breath. Keep my chin tucked. Breath. Keep my chin tucked. Breath. Yeah, now hang out down here just for a second. Just hang out. Just press right down. See this little pulse? See, I have the weight right here. I'm going to keep my chin tucked. I'm just pressing right down into that whole foot. See that? So you should feel some burning going on. Yes, right through here. Yes. So take a big breath. Turn that toe out. That's the one we lunged into. See that? Just turn it out like that. See, I've got this one right here. No problem. Just hang out here for a second. Then come back. Okay, are you ready? Now we're going to go from the other shoulder to this knee. So adjust your width, because when you come down here, you want to have a flat back. You want to keep your chin tucked. You're pushing right through there and you're sinking. Then you come up, okay? as you go down to this leg with this ball, this leg is straight. This leg is bent. You're sinking into the foot, the whole foot. So as you're doing this, I've seen many, many times people will come down into this move and they are way over pronating, like almost rolling their ankle out. So beware of that. Stay on the bottom of your foot, okay? Hip hinge, don't roll out, sink. You sink into this leg by bending at the hip and at the knee, okay? Big breath. Here we go, sink down in there. The whole foot needs to be feeling the press, not just the ankle, not just the outside of your foot. Here we go, push, big breath. Big breath, right there. Push into it, okay? You're coming down with the ball on this knee. That's the knee that's sinking. The other leg is straight, okay? So this move is so underutilized. That's why I'm hammering it for a little bit. And you should be feeling a little burning right in here. Press that back, whole foot. Press that whole foot down. Breath. Just about 3 more, and we're there. Woo! Breath. Okay, one more. Right there. Yay. Okay. Here's my ball at 6 pounds. Not that much. I'm going to put it right here. Why am I going to do that? Well, I have to, one whole side of me has to equalize with a little 6 pound weight. Otherwise, I'm going to end up doing this. See? So then I'm going to go to the other side. I'm going to see, okay, how does that feel? See, I want to see how that feels. Because what am I fixing to do? I am fixing to take this leg right back here like that with a 6 pound weighted ball. It could be a 6 pound weight, that's fine. It could be a bean bag, a bag full of beans. And I'm going to rotate from this shoulder to this shoulder, but this time, bring it to the opposite shoulder. That will be probably a better thing to do. So put it on one side or the other, and then whatever side the ball is on your shoulder, take the opposite leg back, okay? Squeeze the butt, and then just lift the heel a little. So where everybody almost unequivocally, I can tell you, the big mistake on this is you try to go too high. I want you to innervate the gluteal and the hamstring in order to just lift my heel up about 2 or 3 inches. Now, if you need something to hang on to, you do this always with your other hand. You can just hold on to the back of a chair. It will be just fine. See, I can do that. No problem. Okay, so tighten, tighten. So I want you to innervate. I want you to clench that gluteal. Okay, are you ready? So it's going to be lift, lift, and I kind of have my foot in a dorsiflexion. Don't point your toe necessarily. It's dorsiflexed. And here's the deal. If I walked in on you right now doing this move, I would be right down there on your foot, okay? Because invariably you're going to be doing that. See that? See that? Don't turn that toe out, okay? I'm trying to give you something that's going to help you with your hips to get stronger. You do not do that if you rotate and you use this muscle again. I want to use that back leg muscle. See that? So it's a lift, back, woo. Okay, here's the deal. We're gonna do 3 more right here. Squeeze that butt. 1 more, and bring it in, okay? Take the weighted ball, put it on the other shoulder. See that? Then you got your chair here, or your wall, or your counter, or whatever. Drop your shoulders, rib cage up, equalize. Don't do that, okay? So this training, this is purse training. So I don't know if Tim or any of the other ones are on today, but we'll say a backpack training. Because invariably we screw our shoulders up, y'all, with hanging on to bags that are a lot heavy. They're heavier than 6 pounds. This is 6 pounds. I've traded sides. Now I'm going to take this leg back. I have my hand here to steady. Okay, so I don't overlean. Squeeze the butt first. Straight leg, dorsiflexion. And you're just going to try to lift it, I think, 2 inches, if even. You just really want to get that hamstring and that gluteal firing. So it doesn't have to be a huge move, but it has to be a correct move, okay? My supported leg, my knee is soft. It's not really bent, it's just soft, because I don't want you leaning out excessively. Big breath in through the nose. Big breath. Woo! Big breath. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, so this one's going to be titled, if you're trying to get your walking muscles better. Okay, 3 more. Here we go. Equalize out, breath and breath. So if you've ever had trouble with your knee, if you've ever had trouble with your hip, your back, I'm trying to hit a lot of major corrective moves today with our legs, okay, in all the ways that they function. Now, I told you on the get-go, I think, that I was going to do leg weights today. Well, yes, I am. So what I'm going to do is I got my little leg weights right here. So these happen to be 5 pounds, okay? So I'll just go like that. Then I'll hip hinge, and I'll come in, and I will put it on my ankle. See there? So if you can train yourself, whether you use your foot up on a ledge, a table, whatever, a chair, or you don't, train yourself to put on your shoes and socks without screwing up your back, okay? Number one, it's a much better stretch, and your whole body will thank you. So these are quick release, which is the only thing you should get, is Velcro quick release. I'm gonna use my little pad there. Take a big deep breath. Yes. So to begin with, I'm simply going to rotate back, okay? Now, I'm going to be using our little band here in a minute on the upper body. So just hang on to it till I get you situated here, okay? So all I'm going to do is just do a little bit of a tester to see if this is really working on this muscle, okay? Now it's also working on our core because I'm open, my shoulders are down, And I'm lifting my leg just a little, and then I just go out a little bit. I don't jerk it out there, okay? But I'm moving constantly, and then I come back in. So it should be just kicking right here and right here. Yes. Anytime you need to stop and take a break, you come right here, see? You can come forward, but you don't have to round your back. You come down here like this, you turn to the side, you put your elbow right in that knee, and you turn and you look over your shoulder. Oh my goodness, that is such a restorative stretch right there, because you're hitting the groin, you're hitting all through the lats and the back in a really good way. Okay, we'll finish both sides. So I'll just come this way. See, I'm right here. Put my elbow right there in the knee. I haven't done this leg yet. And I just turn and I push into that knee right there. Keep my shoulders down. Big breath, big breath, big breath. And then I come back and I release. See that? Now I'm ready for this one. See, I let you rest. I can feel Kathy's eyes rolling. That was a rest. Okay. Okay, open back. So get ready, drop your shoulders, lift, and you just act like you're going to straighten your leg, but you don't. See? Keep this down, keep rib cage up. Don't kick it. You squeeze those muscles. You may do 3 before you're like, whoa. You may do 6, okay? I'm telling you, if you want to keep these muscles strong around your knee, and you don't want to hurt your knee, use your leg weight like this, okay? Take a big deep breath. This should be just kicking you. Come in, remember that? Take a big deep breath. Yeah. Now instead of going side to side to kind of loosen up a little bit, we take these. I mean this. This is my extra long, medium pull. And I got bunches of them if you ever need one. You can't find them just everywhere. Usually they're about an inch or 2 smaller. That's the normal size. This is extra long. So see, I'm just going to do a series of this. So when you do this, if you've got shoulder issues, this is a normal functional move. Okay, we need to be able to do that move for a lot of things. Some of you have real problems with it. Don't go up here. Okay, don't go up here. Drop, tighten, open back a little. And as you're pulling, just pull lower. But here's what you must do. Keep your wrist neutral. Don't turn your wrist when you're doing this little series, this little set. See, keep low. You're pulling your elbow back, pulling your elbow back, pulling it back. Don't flare necessarily, okay? So this is a play back and forth with our core, with our forearm, with our deltoid, with our chest, with our shoulder girdle. Oh my goodness. If you're bowling, and I have some bowlers out there, if you're doing any kind of a thing that requires that you keep a good carriage, a strong, and you're not doing your push-ups, then at least grab one of these and do a set of these every other day. It should push you, but don't screw your shoulder up, okay? Get that line, pull that elbow back, back. See that? Breath. So, yeah, 3 sets of 10 is what you're shooting for in good form. Don't go fast. See, this is just a little inner set that we're doing right here. See that? Breath. Yeah. Breath. Breath. Just a couple more. Just a couple more. Tight tummy, shoulders down. Yeah, yeah, work it. Yeah, you can. This is very doable for us, especially I think of people with osteoporosis and you know that you have it settling up and through your upper body. This is a great way to get a pull on a regular basis, give a tug to those and load the bones. It's very doable, especially for people with shoulder issues. Okay, 2 more. Okay, 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 1 more. Right there, right here. How's that? I know it. Who would have ever thought that that little thing would have done that? But you got to do the repetitions. You got to get to where you can get more endurance in that muscle, okay? And this is a good way to do it. All right, so here I am. Take a big deep breath. I'm gonna go, I think I did them both. Yeah, so now we're gonna come up. I have my little pad right here, okay? Stay with me. We're almost there. Stay with me, stay with me. Okay. Are you ready? You're gonna step up. You're gonna step up. Yeah, now you're on the spongy thing with leg weights, okay? So I hear some of you out there saying, but I don't have leg weights, so that means I shouldn't do this one. No, you get your little feet, you get your little feet up here anyway, okay? So we're gonna go like this, see? And we're gonna go like this. I just want you to get the feeling of where your feet are going, how it feels with the weight, because now we're gonna hang on, and you may need a counter, you may need a chair, you may need a bar, anything for a third point of contact. Perfectly fine, because I don't want you excessively leaning is the point. Because we are going to do actual side lifts. And then we're going to go to the back that involves the hamstring. So see, I should put on my description whenever that I do post this, and I'll be posting it this weekend because I will finish out our our summer into fall Zoom class that you're doing with me, and we will do October, November, December. Woo! Can't even believe we're there, but we are. Shoulders down. Do you see how I'm lifting with this leg weight? My toe is not turned up, it's turned in, okay? I'm really working on this pilla. Yeah, it's working my ankle, like everything, and this. So back to what I was gonna call this thing, okay? So you should feel some big time work going on in your legs there. I should call this the Kathy and Tim workout. Kathy's probably noticed a lot of these are aimed right at recovering from knee, hamstring, hip issues. And I know they had some hamstring issues. Okay, so see, I'm just trying to see where that's at. See there? Okay, so I have my bar. You can have a chair, you can have a wall, whatever you need. Big breath, sink just a little by softening your joints. Okay, then you're going to just take your leg out there, okay? Keep the toe turned almost into your instep. You're leading with your ankle. Your knee needs to be a little soft. Breath, keep the toe turned in. A lot of core work here. Breath. Try not to scrunch your toes too badly. Try to make so that you're on your whole foot. It's going to be rocking and rolling. Yes. Breath. Breath. Right to the side, turn. Make sure you're leading with the heel. Yep. Breath. Just a couple more. Here we go. Breath. Breath. 2 more. Breath. 1 more. Breath. Woo. I No, it's an extra challenge if you're on this pad doing this work. So I'm going to step off now, and I'm going to use my chair or my bar. And now we've done this move. I've already done it with you. Now we have a leg weight. So make sure that you stabilize yourself on a wall or a chair or a bar, okay? You're gonna take one leg back at a time. We're gonna do these, and we're only gonna do about 6 on each side, okay? Let's see if we make it to 6. So I'm gonna come right here, and I'm gonna squeeze my butt and lift and then pull. So I'm gonna lift off the floor, and then I'm gonna pull that heel to my hip. And I'm not gonna do it quickly, okay? Use your chair. I'll use my chair so you'll see that it's important to have your chair so it's nice and solid. And you have the toe back here, you squeeze, you lift off the ground, and then you pull gently. And as you pull, very important here, y'all, keep the toe headed down, almost to your instep, okay? So it's just a pull. Okay, just one more. I think that was 6. Okay, other leg. I'm driving Kathy crazy. Okay, soft knee, drop your shoulders in through the nose. So you're gonna lift and you're gonna pull that heel in, not all the way, and definitely don't pull it in fast. It's a weighted pull, or with no weight on it, okay? Sometimes, whatever, if you overdid or whatever your challenge is, you have to get to where you can do these lifts. 3 sets of 10. You start out with 1 set of 10, 2 sets of 10, whatever, but keep that toe in. Breath, breath. Okay, bring that down. Okay, and I'm just gonna come up and up and up and up and up and up. Yeah, just like that. Take a big breath. Okay, if that was enough for you, then take the weight off. I'm gonna do 1 more set, and I'm only gonna do 4 to 6, okay? And this will be one of our final shots here. So it's just a pull. When that heel gets close to your hip, get in front of a mirror or whatever, have somebody tell you whether you're turning your toe out or not. You don't want to turn your toe out, okay? Take a big breath, put the other leg back, drop your shoulders, tighten the tummy, keep that toe headed down, go slowly, and 4, and bring it back. Good, 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 good. Okay, even with your leg weights on, just move your chair so that you can just put your hands on it. Come down to the chair, straighten your legs while you're leaning your elbows into the chair, and then push your body, your chest right down into those legs. Pull the toes up, 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 up. Bend the knees, come forward, do it 1 more time. Push back, bring that body right into those legs. Bring the toes up, 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 and up. Good job. Okay, I'm gonna quick release. See there? And I'm good to go. Okay. I hope you're able to do this with leg weights. If not, just do it with your leg, okay? That will work.